start for him. I'm going to introduce Carter. We're going to start with Carter. He's going to talk for about 15 minutes. And then Cindy and Christy from TBA Credit Union will come up for about 15. So let me tell you a little bit about the speakers today. We'll have Carter and his dad Ty is going to come up and run the PowerPoint, I think, with them. We welcome Carter, the 8-year-old CEO of Carter's Compost. He has, of course, his compost business, and he has a blog, a website, Facebook page. This guy is busy, and he's a little entrepreneur, so we're excited to hear from him. After Carter, we will hear from Cindy and Christy with TBA Credit Union, and they will talk about tips for helping your kids get started with spending and saving. So I'm going to hand it over to Carter. All right, guys? Do it.
Hi, my name is Carter Schmidt, CEO and Chief Bucket Slinger at Carter's Compost. I'm 8 years old and at 3rd grade at Eastern Elementary. Thanks for coming, and thanks to GT Woman and Candy for inviting me. I'd also like to thank Beth for all the photos I'm using here in my presentation today. She's the best. Okay, a couple questions to start. How many of you are composters? How many of you have heard of Carter's Compost? For those who haven't, Carter's Compost is a small-scale, bike-powered kitchen scrap picker-upper service. Our mission is simple. We are dedicated to building community by making composting super easy for our Traverse City neighbors. With the help of my family, I founded Carter's Compost last April. We borrowed the idea from a similar bike-powered composting service in Boston called Bootstrap Compost. We started with 3 customers and now help 60 customers reduce their waste. Here's how it works. First, I give you a bucket, then you fill it up with scraps. In a week, I pick up your bucket and leave a fresh one. I take the scraps back to my pile in my backyard, and in a few months, I take the finished compost back to you for your garden. So why should I bother composting, you ask? Well, I think composting is the most environmentally friendly form of recycling there is. You can grow awesome garden soil, save landfill space, reduce your waste, and help green your neighborhood. For just $5 a month, you can sign up and I will pick up your scraps weekly. This is an awesome deal. Slinging buckets is hard work. Ever tried pulling 150 pounds with your bike? It's not easy. Starter buckets can be a bit nasty, and sometimes it smells bad. So like I said, $5 per month is a smoking deal. Even though the weather's not smoking. In addition to weekly bike-powered pickups, we also offer a couple of other services. If you live outside my pickup territory of Oak Park, Boardman, Traverse Heights, and Midtown and Downtown neighborhoods, you can bring your scraps to my house on Washington Street. It's an easy option for awesome people who to reduce their waste when they don't have time to turn the pile or wrangle worms. We are running out of space in the backyard, and my mom doesn't want me building another pile. Most neighbors' composting operations around the country partner with the community garden to handle their scraps. But we haven't been able to do this, so we decided to harness the power of sharing, of backyard sharing, of sharing our neighbors' piles. This service let neighbors grow lots of free compost for their garden while helping me find more room. We currently have 7 people, including Oriana, participating, but we need more. The Carter's Compost Friendly Business Initiative helps local offices go zero waste by composting the lunch and snack scraps. The library, my dentist, Dr. Tracy, she's here, Tart, and 4 other businesses are doing this. Would you like to go zero waste at your next party or community event? The mobile compost pile is just the ticket. It's a bucket-filled trailer brought on site for easy-peasy composting. Do you know an awesome kid who might be interested in becoming a compost boy or girl? We can help them get started with our neighborhood expansion project. The paper boy may have disappeared years ago, but slinging buckets is a great job for kids today. Last Lastly, my dad and I recently entered a blogging contest and wrote about this problem of food waste. Out of this, which we are actually in the final, so you should vote for us, even though we're not going to win because we're down by like 28,000 votes. We came up with the idea of a micro-level neighbor-to-neighbor bike-powered food sharing program. Too many veggies from your CSA box, or maybe you're leaving on an adventure and you have too much food in your fridge. I can help bike it to a willing neighbor. So how did we grow from 3 to 60 customers in 1 year? Thank goodness for Facebook and Twitter. We use them a lot. Actually, I'm not sure if we could have done it without social media. We like to highlight how awesome our neighbors are as they compost and support me. This has been pretty successful. We also have a blog and email newsletter. All of this, including some nice press in the local newspaper and blogs, has helped us get the word out without spending $1 on marketing. Part of our mission is to build community, so we've had fun being out and about in TC the past year. We volunteered with CART to shovel Murchie Bridge as part of the winter clearing project. I also helped put on a zero waste lunch at Eastern as part of America's Recycle Day. For Halloween, I had a neighborhood pumpkin recycling station where I used a big camera. And for the last year's Smart Commute Week, I was part of a panel at the library talking about the awesomeness of bike-powered businesses. It was fun. We also gave a presentation to the Parks and Rec Commission for a small neighborhood veggie garden at F&M Park. Community gardens are important. They are more than just a place to grow food. They're a place to gather and connect with your neighbors. We think TC should have more community gardens. These 2 veggie beds would make a good start. I started this business as cheaply as I could. I reused old buckets, repurposed my old baby trailer, tuned up my mountain bike, upcycled pallets into a compost bin, and recycled Pokemon cards into business cards. I try to make do with what I have to keep my costs low and save more. For every $5 I earn, I save $3, get to spend $1, usually on food or video games, then reinvest $1 back in the business. The past year I earned a little over $1,600.
Wow.
A big part of my success has been making friends with awesome people like Beth, and bites and pie shop owners, graphic designers, and bloggers. I've also made friends with gardeners and librarians and journalists and composters too. Couldn't have done it without them. I've also been lucky to have some support from several community businesses. GT5 for the buckets, Einstein Cycles for the sweet trailer, Beth for the photos, and Mike Irway for the red logo. We are currently looking for sponsors for our 2013 season. So if you support neighborhood composting and greening RTC, Traverse City, we would love to have you on our team. We have lots of exciting things coming up this spring. I'm going to be a part of a panel discussion at NMC Dirt Fest on Earth Day. I'm also going to have my mobile compost pile at the dinner and bites event at the City Bike Shop and help them go zero waste. International Compost Awareness Week is May 5th to 12th. We are putting on the family-friendly Tourity Pile bike ride on the 11th. It's going to be awesome. You should come. In the future, I hope to continue to help more neighbors compost, build more backyard piles, start more neighborhood gardens, and maybe launch a youth cycling team. That's it. Thanks for coming and happy composting.
Yes, thank you.